Another driver getting back-to-back feature wins here at the Jeffersonville Sportsdrome Speedway. Brandon Roberts, looks like we meet again in victory lane. Congratulations. Again, the car's going the opposite direction on the oval for the Dromer Oval division. That seems to be where you have an advantage.
Yeah, we like running backwards. We got, like I said, we have a 50-50 setup on the car, and I don't know, it just seems like it just turns better and handles better backwards on the outside.
Ordinarily, race fans, the cars go in the counterclockwise direction on the racetrack, but they flip a coin at the beginning of the night to determine which direction these Dromer Oval division cars are going to go. Both times they've gone in the reverse location, or should I say the clockwise rotation, and it's Roberts who takes away the win. Well, again, congratulations. How you doing in the point standings this year?
I believe right now we're probably about 10, 20 points out of the lead, which was really good considering we was over 100 out 2 weeks ago, and it's really hard to get points in Dromers because the points amount are so small, so hopefully we can keep charging. Okay,
we'll give you a chance to mention the sponsors on your car.
Well, I got Whitaker Dump Trucking, that's my family. Without them, it would never be possible. And then I got JMS Racing Services. Without his transmissions, I wouldn't be consistent every weekend. Ken Ashley at Bright Electric Company and Phillips Lighting.
So there you have it. He's making a habit of getting to victory lane. Brandon Roberts driving this number 91 machine in the Dromer Oval division at the Jeffersonville Sportsdrome Speedway. Well, as we get wrapping up the month of June and start the month of July, meet one of the hottest front-wheel drivers in the race drivers in the Kentuckiana area. Chris Cobb, not only a winner up in Indiana, but now a winner here at Jeffersonville, Indiana at the Sportsdrome Speedway. Congratulations on your first feature win. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, thank you, Frank. We've raced this car for about a year now, and we got two back-to-back. Won one last weekend and then this weekend. So we're real proud of what we've been able to do, but took us a while to get there.
And you started a little ways back in the field and then made your way towards the front. Tell us about the race.
The race was good. We had a decent starting position. We were, in the top 5 or 6 there, and the leaders didn't get far away from us. They got together there about the 3rd lap, and I was able to get a little bit of room and get around a couple of the guys. And once I got out front, I felt like nobody was going to catch us, and they sure didn't.
As I watched the race, of course, Brian Krebs, who has one of the faster cars there, he finally negotiated his way into 2nd place. And what were you going to try to do? I mean, you only had about 3 or 4 car lengths on him.
I saw him coming, and I got blocked behind a couple of lap cars there, and I finally cleared them, and I did spot him. I saw him coming. I intended to block for sure, if I had to, and I was looking at the scoreboard, so I knew I didn't have very many laps to go. And when I saw the white, I just kept my line and stayed right down at the bottom. And I knew I had him covered by the last lap there, but I did see him coming, and he is really fast.
Very quickly, I know, of course, you got your first feature win here at Sportsdrome Speedway. What's your goals for the rest of the year?
We'd like to win every one of them, but that being said, as long as we keep doing what we're doing and run top 5s, running the top half of the field, I'm fine with that. We just want to be competitive.
Chris, aside from having the most impressive racing seat in a race car here at the Speedway, looks like it come out of one of the nationwide cars. But let's give you a chance to mention some of those sponsors.
First and foremost, Copier Mart in New Albany, Indiana, and you can visit them at copiermartusa.com. Alemco, Bottom Sign, and Advertising in Motion, a division of the Bottom Sign Company. Mr. Frank's on the Ball. They do all of our hitch work and trailer work, and those guys take good care of us. And so all of our sponsors do a lot to take care of us and help us out throughout the year. But definitely Copier Mart USA is the biggest sponsor on the car, and our primary sponsor. So
okay.
They help us out a lot.
So there you have it. Chris Cobb goes to victory lane twice in the same couple of weeks here towards the end of June, starting off the month of July here at the Jeffersonville Sportsdrome Speedway. Speaking with tonight's biggest winner of the July 4th weekend here at the Jeffersonville Sportsdrome Speedway, school bus figure 8 winner, and the number 3 going to victory lane on the Friday night race down at Daytona had to be an omen because the number 3 of Hammer and Harold Murphy went to victory lane here tonight in the school bus race. It was a very fast bus.
Oh, this is probably the fastest bus I've drove. I've been driving buses over here for a couple years, and this is definitely by far the best one I've had.
You just got out front and looked like you put it on cruise control but you had that intersection, a lot of close calls at the intersection.
Well, you know, me driving a Dromer figure 8 car, I've learned a little bit. To finish first, you must first finish.
There you go, and you got to survive these things. Had one bus flip over at the intersection, a crash. No one injured in that altercation, but what can we expect out of Harold in the future? We're going to see you in more school bus races, or we're going to see you back on the racetrack?
Oh, we're going to actually next week I'm going to debut my Extreme 8 figure 8 car, and we just about got the Dromer back together, and I'll be here for the next bus race.
Obviously. Any special help on the bus, and who's helping you with the race car this year?
Big shout out to Benny Eagler. He takes care of the buses. He also owns my Dromer figure 8 car, and I want to give a shout out to Tommy Brown Jr., Tommy Brown Sr. For putting me in the Extreme 8 car.
So there you have it, our biggest winner here at Sportsdrome Speedway this Independence Day weekend, and it's the number 3 of Hammer and Harold Murphy, winner of the school bus figure 8 race. Well, the winners keep rolling into victory lane here at the Jeffersonville Sportsdrome Speedway. And tonight, we've had an opportunity to talk to my little brother, Terry Scott, points leader in the front-wheel drive figure 8 division. He came in with about a 1-point lead. Had a great run in tonight's feature race, won your first feature of the year. I know you've got to be thrilled about it.
Oh, man, I couldn't believe it. I was so happy. I got started up front, of course, and green came out, and I just took off. Had a lot of close calls at the intersection. I just knew in my heart, man, we could make it through there. We can make it through there. So that's what I did, and it worked out good for me, and wound up winning this thing, and I was so happy to be able to do this.
I tell you, and again, you had the 2 car and the 6 car right there on your back bumper. You took the chances at the intersection. They hit the brakes and stopped, and all that did was gain you some more ground. Went out to about a 6-car length advantage at one point. They closed back in on you. The 2 car closed in over the final few laps, but you held on for your first feature win of the year. Biggest trophy I think you've ever gotten.
Oh, it sure is, Frank. I've raced a long time, never won nothing like that, and it meant so much to me. But right you are, man. We had the 6 car back there, and I just kept watching them and hoping they'd drive me clean, and they drove me clean, and we got through this, man, and I come out victorious.
Okay, and sometimes that don't happen. You come off your worst finish of the year a week ago. Tell us about the Oldsmobile real quick. You got one of the oddest cars in the field, one of the slower, the heavy ones. The Hondas are much faster.
Yes, it's a 93 O's. I got a good deal on it for like $100. A tree fell on it, and I thought, well, I was going to let my boys drive it, and I started practicing in it, and there was a few things wrong with it. Took off opening night and got some points, and I thought, well, I'm going to stick with this. Next thing I knew, I was leading the point standings, and I'm sure going to try and let them drive it next year.
Okay, let's give you a chance to mention some of the help on your car. I know your wife, and of course you've got some sponsors on the car.
Sure do. I have Cricky and Paul Taylor. I've got let's see, got Jake, and my little boys, Terry and Jackson. But the most important person I have to be responsible for driving this car, and that's my wife, Rhonda.
Okay, and you got Wheeler's Auto Parts, of course, and Kessler's Auto Service helping you out with the machine as well. Congratulations on your feature win, first one this year, and congratulations on holding on to the points lead, Terry.
All right, thank you, Frank, and I'd like to thank Wheeler's Auto Parts and his wife for helping me out on parts and different things that I might need, and Kessler's too.
There you go, Terry Scott, winner at the feature event in the front-wheel drive figure 8 division.